here is the makeup tutorial. Grab your cute little headband. Let's do our makeup with each other. First things first, you're gonna go in with your e.l.f. primer. Now, I don't know which primer you got, so whatever, if it's like the matte primer or this grip primer, whatever one, we are just gonna put it in our T-zone, okay? So like on our cheeks, our nose, forehead, and on our chin, and blend in, just because that's where I feel like makeup usually falls off first. Next, we're gonna do foundation. I just got my beauty blender wet and then squoze all the water out of it. You can blend it with a beauty blender or with a brush. I personally like the beauty blender just because it gets all the excess off, and you can also see your cute little freckles. You're just gonna start dabbing it into the skin. Make sure when you're doing your foundation to blend it down the neck, because my biggest pet peeve is when I see girls and their faces are a different color and then their neck is a different color. We're gonna do concealer. So I love this one. If you get the e.l.f. 16-hour camo one, it's gonna last all day. So what I like to do is put it right here, right there, and right here. This amount of concealer is perfect for like on stage. If you were doing like just every single day, I would only do it right here. But you're gonna get your beauty blender and you're gonna start pouncing it on your chin and bring it up to your upper lip. So it's not one color here, it's also the same color on your upper lip, okay? You're gonna start blending the forehead. And what I like to do is bring the forehead one down to the nose. So the nose is also going to be the same color. Then start doing your under eye. And I like to bring the under eye onto the eyelid. So basically right here, your T-zone is going to be a bright color. Your outer face will be like more bronzy. Let's make sure it's all blended out. Next is bronzer. This is my favorite part. So we're gonna do all liquids first, then we're gonna add all the powders next. So you're just gonna grab it and you're gonna just contour your face. So I like to do a kissy face, and wherever the line is, we'll go right there. A little goes a long way, so right there. We gotta go on the forehead. All right. And then I like to do right here. I have a mirror right here, sorry. I like to go right here on the chin. Also put it on your nose, just like a tiny bit. So it looks like that. Do you see how that looks right there? You can use your beauty blender to blend this out, or you can use a brush. But you're just gonna start blending, and instead of blending down, you're gonna blend up into the cheek so it doesn't look like muddy. Upwards, don't blend down, blend up into the skin towards the eye so it just looks bronze, sun-kissed. And the chin, we just like to go like this, and I like to drag it down like that. Drag it down so we got a nice defined chin. Then just blend this. Again, try to keep it up so your forehead is still looking nice and bright. Whatever brush you have will work, but for the nose, I just feel like it's better. And instead of like going like this, like rubbing it in, just like dab it lightly like that. And just keep doing it until it looks blended. You might look crazy for a second, but just keep patting away. And then if you want, you could grab your beauty blender and just after you blend it out, just go like this to get any excess product off so it's not so harsh. Now we're gonna move on to powder. So whatever translucent powder you have, this is the one I use always. It smells like an old grandma. Bake the face, okay? So you're just gonna grab your beauty blender, soak up the sponge with powder. It's gonna be a lot. And then put this wherever you put concealer. So on the chin. Okay, and notice how I don't blend it all the way. Put it underneath your eyelid. Okay. So again, on the other eyes, you do not want to blend it in. I want to use a lot because this is just what's going to set your makeup in place. Set it in place and it will not move the whole night. We're just going to leave that on until we're done like bronzing the face with powder bronzer. Okay. While that's baking, you're going to grab your bronzer, grab any fluffy brush, and you're going to bronze wherever you put that liquid contour. And again, brushing upward. On the forehead. Underneath the chin. For the new nose, grab any small brush again and lightly dab in, okay? And go over that nose contour that we went over, and it just looks very defined. Really good. Okay. Okay, we're actually going to move on to eyes while this is baking. Grab any eyeshadow, okay? We're just going to grab a fluffy brush. We're just going to grab this like light brown. You always want to start with the light brown shades. Don't ever start with the dark, okay? This light one, tap off the excess, and we're just going to go into our crease. I like to go along the natural line of the crease and just go in windshield motions. Windshield back and forth motions. Now we're going to play into dark colors. So I'm going to go in with a brown like this. It's just like a chocolate brown. It's not like a rich brown. It's just a medium chocolate brown. Okay. Off the excess. We're going to put it on the outer corner right here and just start pressing it in like that. Okay. Just press it in like so. Keep doing that until you like how dark it is. Now remember, you're going to be in lights. So the darker the better, but don't go too dark. And keep just pressing it in. I'm not swiping, I'm pressing it in. Pressing it in. And press, press, press. Now we're going to go in with our darkest shade. And I'm using a dark chocolate brown. We're going to go in with the darkest brown. Again, you're just going to press it in only to the outer corner, okay? Just press it in. Do it to the other eye. If you feel like you ever went too dark, a trick I like to use is getting translucent powder. Grab a brush. You're going to dip it into that. Tap off the excess. And then you're just going to start windshield wiper motions. Just go over the color. It will mute it. It will make it lighter. As you can also do that with your brows. I did that the other day with your brows. But grab a thin little brush and we're going to put some shimmer on our eyelid. Notice how we didn't touch anything right here. I'm just going to grab like a gold shimmer. Okay, champagne. And we're just going to press it onto the eyelid. Just to add a nice pop of sparkle. And what I like to do is after I do that, I just go in with a blush and just like blend it in. Blend it like that. Okay? And with a black. Do you see how thin the brush is? We're going to go in with a black and we're going to just go on the top of our waterline where the lash line is. We're going to go on the lash line and just press it in. It looks like we have eyeliner on, but it's just more soft. Okay, now what I like to do for underneath my eyes is whatever brush we used for the black, I'm just going to take whatever residue and put it on the lower lash line and make sure it's very tight. You don't want it to be a huge black line and blend everything together. Now that we are done with the eyes, we're gonna now finally take our bake off. So we're just gonna take a fluffy brush and just brush it off. Okay, brush it off like that. Now we're gonna go on to blush using this one. It's the Milani in Rose de Oro. This one's going to be really pretty on you because it has orange undertones and everything you're wearing is orange. So it's like a pretty coral color. And what I like to do is smile, put it on the apples of your cheeks. Smile, bring it up. Another thing that I like to do, you probably noticed, I put blush, like whatever residue, on my mustache. I don't know why. And you could even put some residue on the nose so it looks like you're sun-kissed. Moving on to highlighter, my favorite thing. Gonna grab a highlighter. Hopefully you got a gold one because you will be tan. Grab a brush. You're gonna go on high points of the cheeks. Like that. So it just adds a really pretty glow. Gonna go on the tip of your nose, just like that, on your cupid's bow. I like to go right here. And you can go on the bridge of your nose. I'm gonna use the same highlighter and I'm gonna put it underneath my brow bone like this. We're gonna do the brows next, okay? You're gonna grab any brow pencil, go along your natural shape. Your brows are already so full and beautiful, so just like lightly filling them in is gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. I can't talk and do it at the same time. Make sure you do like up, like hair-like stroke motions so it doesn't look like a block eyebrow. You know what I mean? Okay. Here are the brows. They are all done. Again, if they are too dark, grab the end of like an eyebrow spoolie, dip it in translucent powder, and you could just like go in upward stroke motions and it will lighten it. Keep doing it until you like the shape. Now we're gonna do lips. I always do a pinky nude on you with a clear gloss. So we're just gonna outline your lips. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just gonna put some lipstick on your lips. I just like to dab it in because sometimes when you smear it in like that, it's like there's too much and then you get weird lines and it's just not a cute look. It's always a clear gloss because we love glossy lips on Kira. Put it on the lips like that. The full face is now done. So now we're gonna go in with setting spray. So you're just gonna shake it up. And you're gonna spray until you know your full face is wet, looking like an Easter egg, okay? And then just fan it in like this. All right, now is when you would add your false lashes and mascara. If you do it beforehand, your lashes, your mascara is gonna start running down your face. You just did the setting spray. Now that the setting spray is dried on my face, you're gonna now add mascara to your top, bottom lashes. Here's the makeup look and how it will look like. This is gonna be so pretty for on stage. So that's what the look looks like. Hopefully it was helpful. And sometimes I like to just use my fingers and just like press everything in like underneath my eyes. For some reason, I think that like makes a difference. I don't know if it actually does, but this is the look I actually do on you every single time you come over. I just think it's so beautiful on you. And so this is what it looks like on me, okay? Anyways, I love you. I'm so excited for you. You're gonna do so well. Seriously, you've worked so hard and I love you so much. You're a little sister to me and I could not be more proud of you. So